normal crazy people never cease to entertain, but unfortunately from time to time that entertainment is not all that funny. For example, in the last couple of weeks we've seen stock markets crash, plunge, nosedive all over the world, only to bounce halfway back, then nosedive a bit again and plunge a bit more. When you consider what is actually going on, when you actually start looking at the behaviours that are actually taking place, you realise just how absolutely crazy and bizarre this actually is. By way of making my point, I would draw your attention to a blazing headline in the world's media a couple of weeks ago that said that stock markets were plunging on fears that there would be a slowdown in growth in the world economy. That's what the headline said. The following day, the same publications had the following headline: that people feared there would be a slowdown in economic growth as a result of the plunge in markets. Now, I don't think I need to add to that madness. Make up your own mind yourself. But we've experienced madness here in France, closer to home, over the last couple of days as well. For example, we were out for a meal just across the border in Geneva yesterday, and we were sitting down having a nice meal, just the two of us, when at the next table two people arrived without having been brought to the table. They just marched in the front door of the restaurant, plonked themselves down beside us, and as the lady's bottom hit the chair, she started banging the table and shouting, "Oi, oi, oi!" The waiter ran over and she said, "Well, we will have this and my husband will have that." Just like that. The waiter looked at us and we looked at each other as much as to say, what the hell? Now, it's just another little example of the manner in which normal, crazy people live, for want of a better word, their daily lives. This morning, we were out doing a little shopping in the supermarket, as one does from time to time, and my wife, who injured her wrist a couple of weeks ago, was gingerly pulling a plastic bag off a roll of plastic bags to put some fruit in them, when this elderly woman came over to her and went and took a plastic bag from her and walked off without any thanks, without any word of any description. And my wife was so gobsmacked she hadn't got the wit in that moment to say what she probably should have said to that individual. But then again, normal crazy people are there to try us at times, but certainly to entertain us.